Here we go. It's part 2 of the Toyota Prius Prime plug-in hybrid MPG road test review. We're about to put her out on the interstate highway for a loop. Oh, it's about 40 or so miles. I'm going to set the cruise control for 68 miles per hour because the speed limit here in Jersey is 65, and I don't need to get any tickets for this. So 68 it is. That's what we've always tested at. That's what we're going to test at today. It is a Sunday. It's the second week of November. It's a little bit chilly, about 45 degrees right now. We're doing this lap with the plug-in battery drained. There's about a mile left in the plug-in battery. So we're going to pretty much drive this as a pure hybrid to see how well it does at highway speeds. With adaptive cruise control, though, it will speed up and slow down based on how much traffic there is. So that's a little bit different. Let's get rolling. Now the Prius Prime gets great mileage on the back roads, even with that battery drained. We've got about 4/10 of a mile. I'm going to just go all in right now. We're going to drain that battery completely. There we go. Engine power. So there's nothing left in the battery at all. We are running as a conventional hybrid at this point. Let's see how she does. The way we start out every one of these loops is resetting the trip meter. And I'm going to do that right now. So we're starting at 0. Heading into the first ramp at 35 miles an hour. Feels really nice and stable. 36. Wow, great stuff. We're going to ease up the ramp the way we always do. We're at 50 right now. Once we get to the top of the ramp, we'll give it a little more juice. Get it up to highway speed. Slipping in. Taking her up to 60. And we'll go nice and easy up this incline. Once we get to the top, we'll set it to 68 miles per hour on the adaptive cruise control. Alrighty, adaptive cruise is set for 68, and we're just kicking back. I'm going to turn off the heated seat because that will cut our mileage a little bit. I've got to say that it's a bit louder at highway speed than it is on the back road. Hearing a little bit of noise off the cowl. Definitely some tire noise, but that always depends on the road surface. We're just over 5 miles in, and we're getting a reading of 57.8, which is pretty good this early in the loop. Of course, you can never trust those short distances. You really need to put on dozens of miles before you start getting anything close to an accurate reading. It would be great if I could test everything on full tanks, but the reality of it is there's just not enough time in the day or week. So the speed limit is 65. I have the adaptive cruise set for 68, and with traffic kind of jamming up for this exit, it slowed us down. We're following pretty far behind that red car up there. As it's accelerating, we're accelerating as well. We're going to get over to the center lane, and it'll take us back up to 68. We're going to watch the merging cars. It's not an autonomous thing, right? You need to pay attention. It's smart, but it's not that smart. So there's no taking your eyes off the road and your hands off the wheel. cruising at 67 right now. We're at 10.8 miles into the loop right now, and the average MPG meter says 60.7. Not bad. Headed into the corkscrew. We shut the cruise control off. We got a nice glide going. Right now it says 13.3 miles, 60.2. And I'm going to put my foot back on the pedal at 50. Hold that for a while. We got a pickup truck behind us. He's not going to be able to follow us quickly through the corkscrew. Pretty confident in handling this. Merge is easy. Getting over. We're at 45 right now, and I'm foot off. Hitting the corkscrew at 41, and I'm foot on. Let's just coast all the way through here. That pickup truck's gonna fade into the rearview mirror as we pick up some speed. Wow, this is good. If you haven't driven the new Prius compared to the old one, it is solid through the corners by comparison. Holy cow. 46 on the way out. Let's go on over. Make the merge, and let's see, we're 14.1 into the loop, 62.8. Pretty good. All right, we're about to merge over to the left here and speed up back to 68. Traffic can get a little bit tricky up here. We got 130 heading off, and we've got the turnpike heading in. So we'll see this right lane get a little gummy. It's a technical term, gummy, because there's so much traffic moving on and off. We got the turnpike exit first, so you'll see folks start to move off. And then just after that, the ramp on, and that's where it gets a little bit complicated sometimes. So here folks are heading off. When we get to the other side of that bridge being the turnpike, you'll see folks headed on. And that's where you really want to get over to the other lane. So we're going to do that. Make room for them. And then once we get over this hill, our exit is just a little bit past that point. Actually, we want to get over to the right lane because these folks sped up. What I usually do here is just turn the cruise control off because we're going to coast down this hill, and we're onto our ramp here. Ramps are where you can pick up MPGs. So if you can coast down these ramps with your foot off the accelerator pedal, avoiding the brakes until you really need it, you'll do well. Now, of course, the brakes are important in a hybrid because that's how you get energy back into the battery. So we'll start dragging a little bit early here. The more regeneration we can do, the better things are. So here we are at the halfway point, and we're at 21.4 miles, 61.9 miles per gallon. In pure hybrid mode without that plug-in battery. Now we're back onto the next ramp. We're going to head back west on a return leg. This ramp is kind of chewed up. There's some potholes in the middle, so we'll straddle that. And we'll accelerate a bit before we get to the last straight shot. Now we're going to ease on. You can hear that engine MPG's dropped because we're using plenty of gas. You can really hear that engine working. Now we're at 70, and I'm going to set the adaptive cruise for 68. You'll see as we come up to this Jeep, the Jeep's on its brakes. It automatically slows down for us. The Jeep moves out of the way. We start to close the gap in front of the car in front. Now we're going to get over again, maintain speed, let those cars merge. Getting back onto the highway, making that merge, climbing that hill, always eats up the MPGs a little bit. I've done this hundreds of times in hundreds of cars. And in this Prius Prime, it holds true. Right now we are down to 60.2 miles per gallon. That's still pretty awesome. We're cruising at 68 miles per hour in the left lane, passing slower traffic on the right. All is good. As soon as we get past this slow-moving traffic, I will get back into the right lane because that's the right way to do it. Keep right, except to pass is a rule, and too many people forget that. We've got a couple of miles until the next ramp to go from 195 to 295. We're at 26.8 miles into the loop, holding at 60.4. Numbers are really, really good. Right in a bit of traffic, it's slowing down. Folks are just jamming up. I guess they're all going to take this ramp to 295. It's 55 in this section, and right now we're doing exactly 55 because we have adaptive cruise control. We don't have to worry about it. It just does it for us. So let's see what happens with this one ramp in that's coming up here, and then see how many folks move off. No inbound traffic. Closing the gap. Watch how it automatically slows down for us. Look how that guy's tailgating. We maintain a nice distance because the car does it for us. We don't have to worry about it. Now, I usually like to fly this ramp, but I can't because this pickup truck is pretty cautious. So, again, adaptive cruise will maintain a distance for us. It'll take us down to 40 miles per hour now. And I gotta say that the Prius is capable of a whole lot more than that through this nice sweeper. Down to 39. Now, as he accelerates, we're going to accelerate right along with him. He's just avoiding some potholes there. Watch that Durango take off. Now, he's doing 51. He's doing only 51. I'd like to get over, but there's traffic behind me. So watch what happens. No, I can't get over. I can't get over. I'm not going to be a jerk. I'll just crawl up the hill. Too much traffic. Oh well. Watch what happens as he gets out of the way. The car says, ooh, there's nobody in front of me. It starts accelerating all by itself. It's going to take us back up to the set speed. So it's a gentle acceleration, but we just went from 39 miles per hour up to, what do we have right now, 64? Now we're up to 68. Nice clean road in front of us. It's happy. We're 30.4 miles in and 60.3 miles per gallon. We're at 35.3 miles into the loop, and we have slipped below the 60 mile per gallon mark. Display reads 59.9. Headed into the sweepers, just about 40 miles into the loop, and the average fuel economy reading is 59.5. Now, in the years and years that I've been doing this, just about every vehicle drops on the way back. The way out is kind of a run down to the river. The way back is a climb up. So you're working against gravity, or you're working with gravity, depending on which way you're going. We're rolling up on the exit ramp, and I am going to hit the cancel on the cruise control. We're going to coast on in. Right now it reads 58.7. We'll pick up a little bit. Okay, now my foot is back on the accelerator pedal. I'm pretty much in a coast, but I'm just keeping it going. And yeah, numbers come up a tiny, tiny bit just from this extended coast. 42.3 miles traveled, 59.5 MPG. That is without any plug-in battery at all. Nearly 60 miles per gallon. Flat out awesome if you ask me.